I am in Alamosa, and I noticed this interesting consist that consists of 3 locomotives and an old passenger car. All 3 of the locomotives are labeled as Rio Grande. Taking a closer look at the locomotives, the second one is actually a cab body locomotive, so it probably dates back to the 50s or 60s. And that passenger car looks like it's really old and rusted. And then on the end, there's 2 other locomotives. So I can't really make out the numbers. Actually, I can on the front one. It's number 227. And the second one is 1100. And then there's the rusting passenger car. And then there's the fourth one. I can't make out the number on that one. And they're located in an old rail yard. So looking in front of this set of locomotives, there's some scrap pile which includes a bunch of railroad ties. And then there's some more railroad ties. There's actually a piece of abandoned track over here close to me. So I imagine this at one point would have been a Denver and Rio Grande rail yard. In fact, I know that Alamosa was at one point Denver and Rio Grande's main hub through here, and it had lines that went up to Salida, and it had a line that went out west through the Cumbres and Toltec Pass and then through to Grand Junction. So I'm facing west now, so this would have at one point led through to Grand Junction. It actually forks off in 2 directions from Alamosa. One of them is a slightly northern path compared to the other one. And behind me where that fence is, if I were to continue on that direction, that would lead out into Colorado and eventually to Denver. And the track that leads up to Salida is no longer there. Looking at them, all these locomotives are painted maroon, so I imagine that was the Denver and Rio Grande's original color before it got taken over by Union Pacific. And that one in the center looks like it's been more recently painted, so the second one, 1100. But it is a really interesting paint scheme. I like the maroon. It actually kind of reminds me of the Boston, Maine paint scheme.